All right, we're back. 2023 NFL Mock Draft Simulator. This is your host, Trey Daubert. We've done a bunch of teams already. Today, we're doing the Buffalo Bills. Of course, all of these videos are part of the War Room series, VendettaSportsMedia.com. Each and every team, we're going to go over what they should do during the 2023 NFL Draft. We also have player profiles. We got it all. So I don't know if you're big into the draft, you should be reading our stuff because nobody's topping our content right now. Anyway, on to the Bills. Brandon Beane is the topic for today, and Brandon Beane is one of my favorites. I think he's a really smart guy. I think the fact that he had the balls to pick Josh Allen when not many would have done it. I was on record for saying I would have done it, and the Ravens who traded with them in that draft are going to have to pay the consequences for it. And we see what's happening with the Ravens. So, yeah, that's the topic for the Ravens, though. Back onto the Bills. Look, we got a Super Bowl winning team. We can do it. All we have to do is really build the pieces around Josh Allen and get this thing over the hump. Some flaws that Brandon Beane has that we'll try to go over. Doesn't care enough about the offensive line. That's something we'll try to address today. The running back spot is probably filled after they sign Damian Harris, so that part is good. Still need a linebacker. Tremaine Edmonds is gone. Not like he's, how should I phrase it? He's not Roquan Smith. He's not one of the 2-3 best linebackers in the league, but there are things that he does very well, like cover, that it's going to be very hard to replace him. So getting a linebacker seems imperative to me. The secondary is not perfect. Jordan Poyer is back, but if there's a way we can improve that, it's not like we necessarily have to, but we would like to. Of course, Kaiir Elam was a first-round pick last year. Hopefully he can improve. Tre'Davious White, hopefully get a healthy season out of him. So got some things to do. Would like another pass rusher. Is Gregory Rousseau ever going to be the guy? Can we get another defensive tackle along with Ed Oliver? So those are some things I'm looking at. In terms of draft picks, they don't have a 7th-round pick, which shouldn't affect us today. Their 5th-round pick is actually Arizona's. They don't have their own. So that part is actually good. They move up in the 5th round. It's not going to affect us today either. But those are the things that we're kind of looking at. So let's get right into it. No, we're not going to trade up. Don't ask me. Not going to do it. So don't believe in it, especially a team like the Bills that we need like 3 or 4 things to go our way. We're not one piece away. So as we've seen, I mean, this is a Super Bowl team. We just need a couple more pieces. And I think Josh Allen can do it eventually. So let's get into it. We'll do 4 rounds for today and see how this goes. Tough division too, man. Tough division. I wouldn't trade for Aaron Rodgers. I think it's a waste of time because the Jets aren't winning anything anyway. But as soon as he enters the division, boy, oh boy, is it tough. So we got our work cut out for us. We got to continue to make this roster better and better and better. And we should never lose to the Jets as the Bills today. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. Okay. Got some trade offers. I kind of like this Chiefs one. That one's staring out. If we could add a 3rd-round pick to move down a couple spots, I feel like that's probably the smartest thing to do. Because we want to make a pick here, I think. Yeah, I think that's a 6th round. Yeah, that's a 6th round pick. So why don't we try that? Great. Got it done. Got it done. Move down. 4 spots. No problem. No problem. They took Bijan Robinson. Great. We're on the clock again. Like to keep the 5th-year option if possible. Oh, that's not really worth it. We don't want to give up a 3rd-round pick to do that. So I think we're all good. Let's make a pick here. Now, I've picked this guy in the past, but in terms of the Buffalo Bills, I believe this is the best fit possible. How about DeJuan Jones? How about DeJuan Jones? Yes, I know they have Spencer Brown. He's a young guy with some promise, but it's not like injuries don't happen over the course of the year. What happens if Deion Dawkins goes down? We're screwed. So we need another tackle. I think DeJuan Jones can come in and be one of the best right tackles eventually in the league. His wingspan is unbelievable. At the back end of the first round, a team like the Bills that's got to improve this offensive line any way they can do it. And I know they have Spencer Brown. And if you're a Spencer Brown believer, congratulations. Good for you, I guess. But this is a chance to really upgrade the offensive line, and it's something we have to do. Even Sean McDermott came out and said, we got to change our offense. Like, Josh Allen can't take this many hits. What does that tell you? Offensive line has to be a priority. The fact that we can move down, collect an extra third round pick, and get DeJuan Jones, I feel like that's a home run scenario. And if the Chiefs want to move up for Bijan Robinson, let them. Let him. Let him. So, how much better does he make their offense? Yes, I know he's a good running back, but we can't be scared to trade with the Chiefs. We've done it before. So, let's do it. DeJuan Jones. He's our guy. He is our guy. Okay. Zach Charbonnet in the second round for Seattle would be a crackhead pick. Oh my God. Could you imagine that? That'd be insane. Okay. This is the only bad part. I don't know who we're going to come away with here at 59. Tempting as it is, I think we have our eyes on somebody that we're going to make a pick here. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense at this point, given the names that are available. I think we're gonna go Tuli Pelotu. The USC defense was horrible last year, and I'm not gonna deny that. But I think he was I think the only bright spot. He's good. He's good. I liked his movement skills at the combine. I know we don't have a 40-yard dash time out of him, but opposite of Von Miller, never underestimate what a guy can do. He's a powerful fucker. He had a lot of pressures last year. And if he had better teammates along the defense for USC, his numbers would have been better. Keep in mind, Lincoln Riley, also offensive coach, new staff, a lot of changes there. I think there's some hidden potential here with Tui Pelotu. We need another guy that can hunt the quarterback. Even if you're rotating him with Gregory Rousseau and they got Epinesa, they got a lot of guys. But we got to have somebody that's going to pan out here, somebody that's going to really make a difference down the line. I think Tui Pelotu can, and I think this is the kind of thing we should be looking at. You can never have enough pass rushers. Somebody that can really hunt the quarterback. Second round here. They've done this in the past. I think he's a really good player. We're going to pull the trigger. Tui Pelotu, welcome to the Bills. So far, I like what we've been able to accomplish. I won't lie about that. So far, I like what we've been able to accomplish. I would have liked to maybe move down there. Derek Hall was a name I was considering, but I think Tui Pelotu is a better player. So keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it grooving. We're coming up here soon. Okay. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't want to give you my 5. All right, let's just take a look around and see what we can do. This part of the draft just sucks. I feel like we got to get a linebacker at some point, though, man. When's our next pick? We pick at 95 too. That's the Chiefs pick that we just collected, so that's good. And then we're waiting a while. All right. So why I don't know what that was. Why don't we I was hoping he would be there. That would have made my life really easy. We went edge. How about D tackle? I don't like him, though. I thought he was horrible to combine. Horrible. I mean, I could just, take my guy Tomlinson. I've been picking him in everything. Oh, we're not going quarterback. Just wanted to look. Oh, come on. Yuck. Yuck. No. I think that would be an easy pick, too. I just don't like the way this fell. I think we go linebacker and then defensive guy. Let's take Damar Hamlin again. This is another simulation we're going to wind up with. It's a bit of a risky pick. I understand that, former wide receiver, so bit of a risky pick. But if we're going to add somebody that can kind of do the things that Tremaine Edmonds did in terms of covering, in terms of deflecting passes, in terms of ranginess sideline to sideline, I think Damar Hamlin is probably the best bet at this point in the draft that we can hope for. Henry To'oTo'o is more of a proven product, but what's his pure ceiling? How fast does he translate to the NFL level? So I think Henley is higher on my list, even though it's kind of close, even though his pure floor is higher. We got to get a guy that can at least try to kind of replicate the things that Edmonds did in the past. So I think we go Henley here. He's an interesting player. He really is. And now this is kind of the now this thing sometimes, man. I mean, we did give up our 7th round pick, so won't be the worst thing in the world just to kind of have that back. Is that all you're willing to offer? Fine. Wasn't picking him anyway. Okay. Great. So we got 2 picks there in the 4th round. Buffalo's a team that likes to trade down. They're a team that likes to trade down. So I think that was some good business right there. We're going to come up here again anyway. Okay, we're up. If you're willing to do that. Okay, great. We got another pick. Add to the collection. Add to the collection. 1 spot. Make it that one. You got a deal. Great. We're collecting picks here, man. 1 spot. Make it that one. Look at this. Look at these. Look at this house. We're going to take it anyway, but did I just do this? I don't know if I did or not. We're just going to take it. Thank you for the extra pick. No, you fucks. Oh my God. What pricks. Great. Add another one. At that point, add another one. Okay, this time I have no trade offers. We're going to make 3 picks here. I think this one's pretty easy at this point in the draft. We're going to go Zach Pickens. Need another guy along to the defensive line that can help out Ed Oliver. He's the best guy left. I can't believe this just happened to us, but it did. So we're going to have to deal with the consequences. And I think Pickens is a pretty good player. And if we're just being real, there's some corners here that I like Riley Moss and Jacorian Bennett. Basically just those 2. So we'll come away with 1. But I think Pickens here makes a lot of sense. I know he was high on the list, but he's a good player. He's a really good player. Okay, no trade offers again. Look at Henry Toto is still there. I mean, I kind of know what I want to do already. We can turn the card in a few more times. Honestly, do I just pick Toto? Nah, we're gonna go Timmy. I think Timmy. We got to keep improving this offensive line. I think he's the best center in the draft, to be totally honest with you. In fact, I think he's so good that I would pick him in the second round. I think there are going to be names that go in the second round. Let me just pull it up. Like here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. There's no fucking shot I'm taking Cedric Tillman in the second round. I think he should go in the fourth round. Here's another example. There's just no chance. There's just no chance I'm picking Zach Charbonnet in the second round. Just no chance. Just no chance I'm taking Zach Charbonnet in the second round. I'd rather have Ola Timmy. So just a couple names in the second round. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Julian Brents. Did anybody see that guy at Kansas State? He got tortured in that TCU game. Tortured. And I don't think he's a terrible player, but second round? I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep improving the offensive line. Ola with Timmy. And we're going to pick again here coming up. And Jair Brown was probably going to be the fucking pick. So that sucks. Don't matter. Let's get our corner. Let's get our corner. Riley Moss, welcome to the team. I think Riley Moss is a really good player. And I feel like in this system where we don't have to rely on him, he can come in, he could be like the fourth or fifth corner, work his way up, develop. Yes. 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 And we got some extra picks out of it too. So we got a lot of extra round picks. We moved down a bunch. We can still make some good picks here happen in the later rounds. It was okay. This was okay. I don't feel like I blew it out of the park, but it accomplished a lot of the things that I wanted to do before the draft. Improve the offensive line. We did that. Collect extra picks to fill in some holes. We did that. Find another pass rusher opposite Von Miller. We did that. Find a linebacker replacement, hopefully for Tremaine Edmonds. We did that. Add another body to the secondary. We did that. Add another name to the offensive line. We did that. We got more picks that we would have made had we done the simulation longer. Maybe even go with a Byron Young, who we talked about in the last video. Maybe even try to find another wide receiver later in the draft. There were some names available. So I don't know. There were some safeties too, like Jamie Robinson. I mean, there's still some players available. We collected a lot of extra picks. And keep in mind, this wasn't totally unrealistic for Bills fans to just say, oh, you traded down too many times. Go look at what Brandon Beane did in the second round last year with James Cook. He traded down at least 4 times and then picked James Cook. So this is a guy that gets it. This is a guy that understands the value of having extra picks. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I wouldn't call this a perfect draft, but I give this a solid B+. And when you're working at the back in a bad draft, and this is a bad draft, keep that in mind, people. This is a bad draft. You're not going to get home run talent in this draft. I would have sent all my picks to 2024 if possible, which is probably what I would have started to do with the other picks, trade in a 5th round pick for next year's 4, trade in the 6th for next year's 5. Those would be the things that I would try to do in the later rounds. So let me know what you think. I'm open to your comments, but just please don't be a fanboy like that asshole that commented on the Bengals video. Like, dude, yes, the Bengals need a tight end and a running back, but it's written in the paragraph. So maybe try to read it. So, keep your comments educated. Maybe read the post along with the video. Then maybe that would help you. So that's your Bills draft. Till next time. Peace out, Girl Scout.